Anjinga did not let the fact of being a woman stop her from fighting to make the kingdom of Ndongo independent. Anjingo is a symbol of resistance, and with the same high spirit, with the same strength and courage, these fields stand out for their wonderful and colorful contrast with the rest of the natural landscape, full of rocky mountains, to evoke the shiny refractions of light made by the sunrise when it touches the dewdrops that bathe the tulip fields every morning during springtime and make them appear almost crystal made. Miss Grand Argentina. Armenia is one of those places where metal adornments are very meaningful. The theme of red incorporated within the entire piece is also the first color in the Armenian tricolor flag. It represents the bravery and resilience of the Armenian people to maintain their freedom. Miss Grand Armenia. It is a brilliant electric blue color with a wingspan of about 10.5 centimeters. This butterfly is used as an emblem for tourism in Queensland, Australia, the home of the Great Barrier Reef and the Daintree Rainforest, the world's oldest tropical rainforest. Miss Grand Australia. This national costume celebrates the calmness of the water that the organza water lilies sit in as they sway to the breeze of the Silk Cave. Miss Grand Bangladesh. With one of the longest running successful cartoon character series, Suska and Whiskey. Characteristics of the characters are fearlessness, intelligence, curiosity, and good-natured willingness to help another to motivate you. Miss Grand Belgium. Which describes the position of the sun at any time or time of day. The pheasant feathers that represent the splendor of this culture. Miss Grand Bolivia. Who do them harm, and above all, who carry out fires in the forests. Boitata can transform itself into a burning log with the intention of deceiving and burning the invaders and destroyers of the forests. Miss Grand Brazil. Cambodia has a huge temple, Angkor Wat, the most famous national treasure. Angkor Wat belongs to Cambodia, became a heritage site in 1992. As the saying goes, Cambodia is a rising star and the majesty of their national symbol in a range of very vibrant colors. The perfect mix between fantasy and reality. Miss Grand Canada. Miss Grand Chile. Through the exchange of different cultures, knowledge, perspectives, and ideas that bring harmony to the world. Miss Grand Colombia. Nowadays, they have a national museum dedicated to the Costa Rican chain tradition. Miss Grand Costa Rica. The knowledge of her and her power allowed her to be recognized as the Queen and Patron of Cuba, better known as La Caridad del Cobra, Miss Grand Cuba. have provided water at remote sites. They've been generating electricity in recent years, and hundreds of them still irrigate orchards. Miss Grand, Curaçao is the crystal face mask, making reference to the protection afforded to us in fighting with COVID-19. Miss Grand, Czech Republic. Miss Grand, Dominican Republic. Inspired by national flowers, La Cayena, which in turn symbolizes abundance, well-being, and joy. The merengue that runs through skin with its own colors that star flag. The red represents the bloodshed by liberators. The blue expresses that God protects the Dominican nation. And the white cross is the symbol of the struggle of liberators to bequeath a free homeland. Miss Grand, Dominican Republic. The laborious handcraft artwork of our ancestors, who left the list of mythical legends, beliefs, and customs as cultural legacy to the country for generations. Miss Grand, Ecuador. While the red color stands for power and bravery, the costume also contents of phoenix ornaments. Miss Grand, Egypt. It is said that both threw fireballs in a fight. Miss Grand, El Salvador. Elegant and timeless. Ooh la la. Miss Grand, France. One of his most famous stories, Little Red Riding Hood, but in a modern and fashionable way. Miss Grand, Germany. Described in the Popol Vuh as the creative entity, the back simulates a cascade of quetzal feathers, the symbolic bird of Guatemala. Miss Grand, Guatemala. Ensures a better life for generations to come. This costume also has components, national symbols of Haiti. Miss Grand, Haiti. Beveled beads and a touch of pheasant and rooster feathers. Miss Grand, Honduras. Also, with those who are starving in unfair violence. Warm dim sum can be shared to create happiness and fullness and warmth. Miss Grand, Hong Kong. The word chow is said to be derived from the Sanskrit word chaya, which means shadow or image. Miss Grand, India. Usually carried by Balinese women. Miss Grand, Indonesia. And ornaments create a masterpiece for our queen, Marika Nardozi, an atmosphere of mystery and elegance. Miss Grand, Italy. This ensemble in black, silver and pink symbolizes one of the icons of Japanese culture, Miss Grand Japan. A blue dress with golden decorations and crown, Miss Grand Korea. Craft skills to design together in order to get the taste of eating tamakung, Miss Grand Laos. Miss Grand Liberia. Hajamaya has found a way to make something so beneficial to Liberia fashionable too. Miss Grand Liberia. Fall ill at sea and were believed to be caused by sea spirits and could only be cured by calling upon the spirits of the sea and sending them back to the dark, watery depths. Miss Grand Malaysia. Representing water droplets. The walking stick will be like the waves of the sea. The veil is printed with the sea pattern of Mauritius on the back. Miss Grand Mauritius. Painted in diverse colors, inspired by the Mexican macaw and bison. Miss Grand Mexico. Made with the lacquer and rattan that is a product of Bagan. Miss Grand Myanmar. The color resembles power, stability, security, action, courage, and emotional survival in the spiritual realm. Miss Grand Nepal. Miss Grand Netherlands. The painting, the petroglyphs engraved on their stones, were one of the main ways of creating history that their ancestors had. Miss Grand Nicaragua. Regardless of the religious differences and tribalism which have threatened their peaceful coexistence, they can still get Nigeria working again if they all come together. Miss Grand Nigeria. She embodied the earth, rivers, and the sea. She offered beauty, abundance, regeneration, and nurturing. Miss Grand Northern Ireland. That have contributed to the culture, class, and power of Pakistan. Miss Grand Pakistan. Features a mix of metallic and pearl tones, a creation of renowned Panamanian designer Cesar de Castro. Miss Grand Panama. Paraguayan Guarani goddess in the most iconic fabric of Paraguay, the Nanduti. Miss Grand Paraguay. Within an allegory towards the aves of their Amazon. Miss Grand Peru. The metamorphosis of the butterfly, much to what is happening in the city and in the Philippines. Miss Grand Philippines. And the most prone to daring danger, Miss Grand Portugal. The sun and the grandeur of Puerto Rican women, Miss Grand Puerto Rico. pure love, sincerity, and tenderness to this azure world. Miss Grand Russia! The whole image is presented in the national style. Gazelle, Miss Grand Siberia. And the gold symbolizes strength and resilience, which is what South Africa is. Miss Grand South Africa. From the roots to the top of the tree is what gives that special touch. Miss Grand Spain. Wedding dress is another common outfit for reception ceremonies in this culture. Miss Grand Sri Lanka. Here she comes walking with the hope of a brighter future and love. Miss Grand Sweden. Miss Grand Thailand. The Ramayana literature, presented in the form of the contemporary Thai masked dance drama, or Khon, which is ornately decorated with crystals, conveying the strength of the giant through the wearer. The national costume is applied to the puppetry of Hanuman. In the pose of Khun Loi Khon, it is considered an invaluable cultural heritage of Thailand. Miss Grand Thailand. Together we are tougher than cancer. Miss Grand United States of America. Representing the femininity and beauty that the national orchid possesses in lilac colors. Miss Grand Venezuela. The costume goes with the message, with the Blue Angels' power, they will win this game. Coronavirus, it's time for you to leave. Miss Grand Vietnam.
Wow! What an amazing performance and very amazing costume